Oh, there you are, YouTube. Doodle 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 doo. Subscribe if you're interested, but also no pressure. Hey, I think we're going to do a random ranking today. We're going to go to my movie collection behind me and pick out 3 movies at random and then rank those movies from most favorite to least favorite to most favorite, whatever order. And then, yeah, I'll rank them here in the video, but if you'd like to rank them in the comments below, please feel free to do so. Should I be wearing a hat for this occasion? Walt Disney Studios. All right. Yeah, let's go pick some movies. Have you ever, is this your first time here? If this is your first time here, this is a common thing on my channel. And if you want to participate, please feel free to do so. I also have a whole enormous backload of these. I've been on YouTube for what, maybe like 4 years now, so I got a lot of these. And if you want to go back to some of the older ones, please feel free to do so. It'd be fun. Like, I've been doing these a long time, so I have a whole backlog, and I reply to every comment. Lately I've been late doing so, but I do. So at least, you know, almost every single one. Most of them, almost every single one, nearly. So, if you want to go back to an old random ranking and rank, please feel free to do so. That's why I put them out here, hoping people will stumble on them. You know, it doesn't have to be just the new ones. It can be the old ones. You know, that was always my hope, but I don't think I understand YouTube enough. I always thought maybe if I made like 1 million of these, people could be doing these forever. But it really does seem like it's the new ones that kind of hit. But I always love it when someone finds an old one and then comments on it, ranks. It's just really cool. Anyway, I'm talking too much. Let's get to that picking of the films. All right. Maybe we'll do... let's do whatever this movie is. Ooh. Ooh, what is this? This feels thick. Okay, I have a guess at what this is. Quick guess. Then let's do something maybe right here. And then, you know, let's go down low on this end. Right here. We got to make sure I've seen all these. Yes, yes. Oh, I was wrong with my guess. I was wrong with it. And this one I have to think a little bit. Anyway, that one that I was guessing, I was thinking I was picking up Close Encounters of the Third Kind. That Steven Spielberg movie, right? The one with Richard Dreyfuss when he's got that mashed potato Devil's Tower thing going on. That's not what it was. In fact, it was actually Avatar, the original Avatar, not the sequel. I don't own the sequel. I probably should. I liked it. I like these movies. I realize they're kind of basic, but when it comes to the visuals, it's cool. But, you know, I like an archetypal basic story now and again. But I understand it does feel a little bit familiar, especially if you've seen Dances with Wolves, as, you know, that joke's been made 1,000,000 times. Especially if you've seen Fern Gully, of course, that joke's been made 1,000,000 times. But I understand why the joke's been made, because it is an archetype. It's been around forever. It's an age-old story. Tale as old as time, as Mrs. Potts would put it, right? But I do like this movie. I think ultimately I like this one better than the sequel, because the sequel feels like it does a lot of retreading on familiar things that this movie had already done. And I don't know. I think I don't know what I want. I want to go back to Earth or something, you know. Pandora's cool, but like, I don't know. It's not different enough, even if we go to water. Supposedly we're going to the volcano lands in the next one, but I feel like, I don't know. Let's go to Earth. I want to see Na'vi in populations full of humans. I want to see how they tower above us. That's what I'm interested in. So, you know. Next we have Underworld Evolution. Was this the second one? I think so. This is so funny because Scott Speedman is in this. And my wife watches a lot of Felicity, and he's on Felicity. And Felicity and Underworld couldn't be further apart. But anyway, I'm not into Underworld films for Scott Speedman. I'm in them for Kate Beckinsale. I'm talking about an all-timer of a beautiful woman right here. Like if, I don't know, top, if I had to make like a top 10 or something like that of crushes, Hollywood crushes, it would be her, on that list, most likely. She's got that thick smoker's voice, but, you know, not that big of a deal. But it is thick, right? But yeah, I think these movies are fun. I like watching them, but a lot of them have blended together. I really know the first one very well, and then the other ones, the plots kind of like get lost on me, except maybe like Rise of the Lycans, that one kind of stands out. Next we have, this is a movie directed by Robert De Niro. It's called The Good Shepard. Now this movie, I don't like to use the word boring to describe movies, but I just feel like that's such a boring description of a film and doesn't have much to say about it, but that's kind of how I felt about this one. I just felt like it was boring. But look at Robert De Niro. Look at this cast he's pulling in. He's pulling in people like Matt Damon, who I guess I don't really care for. I do in some things, but not all things. Robert De Niro's pulling in himself. He's in this movie. Angelina Jolie. I'm talking about Joe Pesci is in this movie. But yeah, let's see. Let's see if I can Billy Crudup, Alec Baldwin, William Hurt, Timothy Hunt, and John Turturro. Right? I mean, we're talking about some stars here. But I don't know. I just found this movie slow and boring, and I don't know. Maybe I should give it a retry now that I'm older, because when this came out, I don't know. I think I was just more interested in like superhero movies, But here on the back, someone from the New York Post says, "The Godfather of CIA movies, a tense epic of business and family. It sets a new standard for Cloak and Dagger, a masterpiece." Is it? How many people are still talking about The Good Shepard? I feel like if you got a masterpiece on your hand, people are talking about it all the time. But how are we going to rank them? I think I know exactly how I'm going to rank them, and it's going to be quick. I'm talking about Avatar at number 1. Avatar at number 1. This was a good year for sci-fi, because we had Avatar, we had the Star Trek reboot, and then we had District 9, and I think there was even another one that came out, and it was just like, bam. Then I'm talking about Underworld Evolution, just because I like the genre, I like the franchise, even though not every movie is a banger. And then I'm going to go The Good Shepard at the end, just because I thought that movie was boring. So yeah, there we have it. I'm talking Avatar, Underworld, Evolution, and then The Good Shepard. But my question to you is, have you seen these films? And if so, what do you think of them? And if you've seen all three, how would you rank them? I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments below, and perhaps we'll see you tomorrow for more Pure Hangout.